Now, as many of us look forward to a relaxing time over the Easter weekend, one man from our region is preparing to embark on the biggest challenge of his life.
Ivan Hollingsworth's son Seb was born with serious heart problems. His life was saved by surgeons at Newcastle's Freeman Hospital.
Well, now in his latest challenge to raise money for the hospital, Ivan is getting set to run 100 miles in just 24 hours.
As far as saying thank you goes, they don't come much bigger than running 100 miles in 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, Ivan Hollingsworth will set off from Eyemouth in the Scottish borders, then down the Northumberland coast heading south to the finish line at Tynemouth Long Sands. It's all to raise money for the hospital and medical staff who saved his son's life. He was born with a heart defect that meant he might not have reached his second birthday. Now aged 3, Seb still requires major treatment, but he's improving. His dad has already completed several impressive challenges, including running the width of the country, but this latest one has taken months of preparation.
Okay, here I am having my first ice bath of the season, and it's so cold. The ice isn't really melting very much. We've got Seb there. Say hello, Seb.
Hello.
Who finds it very entertaining to put ducks in and play with the ice. But it's so unbelievably cold. I've done a 20-mile run, and so I've got to do the ice bath to recover, but I want my cup of tea, and I've got 10 minutes to do, and I've done about a minute, and it's agony. I can't express to you how much it's an agony, so I'm going to have to go.
There's no doubt this is one big challenge with the hope of raising big money.
There's an element of probably my own ego and seeing if I can actually do this, if I can achieve it. But bigger than that is to see if I can try and take on a challenge that's big enough that will then engage with people to realise how important the charity is and how much we want them to support what we're trying to do.
So Ivan starts running at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, but he's still got time to come in here tonight to talk to us. How are you feeling?
Nervous, very nervous, and I can't quite believe it's here after 6 months of planning that I'm going to be running in, well, just over 12 hours' time.
Yeah. I mean, the training has been incredible. I caught up with you, what was it, about a couple of months ago, and it was intense then, but this week, after all that training, you've had an injury to deal with, haven't you?
I have. I've barely run. I've probably run 25 minutes in the last week because I irritated a nerve in my back from the cycling I was doing. So my quad would just spasm after maybe 4 minutes running. So I've been on a physio bed longer than I've had a pair of running trainers on.
Well, the biggest incentive for this is obviously Seb. I think we've got some pictures of him when he was a baby, and also from the challenge you did last year when you ran that coast to coast from Whitehaven to Tynemouth, wasn't it? When you look back now, do you think this is going to be harder than that was? Here we are, we can see you last year. I mean, how's it going to compare?
I don't... That hurt, but I had people with me. It was broken up over a few days. This is just an intense period of exercise where, although I'm not running very fast, I can't stop for an hour. I don't have the opportunity to rest. So I think this is going to be very, very hard physically, but actually I think it's going to be more the mental and the emotional challenges that I'm going to go through in the early hours of the night.
Are you literally going to eat on the run then?
Yeah,
you'll need your calories.
My wife has made a selection of very nutritious bars and things for me to eat, and I'll have little stops where I can get changed and put fresh clothes on, but not long. So it'll be throwing something down my mouth and then carrying on again.
I imagine at your lowest ebb, though, at the back of your mind will be the images of Seb and what you've gone through, and the other families that are going through what you've gone through.
Absolutely, and that's what this is about. Whilst this will put me through quite a lot of pain physically, it doesn't represent anything of what the children go through when they have their surgery and when they're recovering from their surgery, and hopefully some element of what I'm doing can touch other people to realise the issues I'm trying to raise and how much money we're trying to raise and what our little heart children go through. How
is Seb doing, and will he be there at the start and finish line?
He's fantastic. Thinks his dad's a bit silly, but he'll be there at the start and he'll be there at the finish, and throughout the rest of it, he'll just be in there.
Well, listen, we wish you all the very best. If people want to follow your progress, they can follow you on Twitter, can't they, @Seb4Chuff.
They can indeed.
And we will be following your progress as well.
Go for it,
Go
Ivan.
for it, mate. Good luck.
Thank you.